Arsenal are not good enough, and if I'm honest with you, I'd love to say that I'm shocked. I did predict an Arsenal win, but quite a few weeks ago I predicted that we would actually draw this game. The reason I changed my mind was because actually I felt we were going to actually play a little more free, a little bit more open, but we don't seem to be able to do that. We are relying on set pieces, and in parts today we're about as miserable as how I feel. My voice has not gone through shouting through victory, which is a shame. My voice has gone because I've not been well for the last 24 hours, and that hasn't made me feel any better, if I'm honest with you. Poor today. Just everything was slow. And I know that it was fine margins and Martinelli was offside and we could be celebrating and it could be completely flipped on its head, but it's not. Arsenal just aren't good enough, people. Let's just say it how it is. We ain't good enough. We haven't been good enough for a while. This season it's been too sloppy. This season it's been too inconsistent. And there's parts of this team that isn't flowing at the moment. Our left-hand side doesn't look good enough. Our right-hand side has been changed again. Our midfield has been changed again. We aren't in a position at the moment to go through any team believing that we can comfortably play around them, because we're just not able to at the moment. Let's go through it. Raya hardly had anything to do. Collected the ball a few times, that was about it. Then I look at the defence today, the starting lineup. When we put Thomas Partey at right back, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't hate it, but it doesn't do anything for us going forward. There's no overlap option. Timber's been so good and so consistent that he has to start at right back. So that means you have to have an option of either Kieran Tierney coming in at left back or Lewis Skelly coming in at left back. They're your only two options you've got. When you take Partey out of the 6 and you put Jorginho there, I'm cool with it. But I do not like Rice in this 8. I'm sorry guys, I do not like it. I know a lot of people think it's good and think that it's great and think that he's driving us forward, think he's this Fabregas for us or this Gerrard for us. No, he ain't. He is a Rodri or a Carrick type player. He's a 6. And when he goes in there, we are so much better. The problem you've got right now is we are stacked with defenders and all of them are injured or injury prone. Zinchenko's injury prone, Tomiyasu's injury prone, Calafiori's injury prone, Gabriel's now out, and he doesn't trust Kieran Tierney, so now we have to put Partey at right back, and Timber, who's been one of our better players on that right hand side, and the reason our right hand side has been so good, now has to go over to our left hand side. The left hand side has been a mess. For the first goal, Kivior, what are you doing? One chance, one goal for them, just a ball straight through. Great finish from Raul Jimenez, by the way. Yeah, Ray, I have to see it again. Does he need to do better? Maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. I haven't seen it back. But for me, since then, nothing for Fulham. Just had to defend. Just had to see out the game. And we've got no answer to it. When they play in a low block and when they make it difficult, what's our answer? What's our reply? We don't have it. We're not good enough moving forward. We just aren't. And I need to see better than this now. When the going gets tough, what have Arsenal got? Martin Odegaard was quiet today. Bukayo Saka tried to create. Trossard had a poor first half. The whole of the left-hand side did. Then Martinelli comes on. Martinelli, beat your man. There's more chance of Spurs winning a trophy than Martinelli beating his man. It's a joke. Martinelli needs to do better here. I need to see more from him. I want to see him beat his man. I want to see him use his pace. I want to see him take someone on at least. If he's going to cut inside, I want to see him create. I want to see him deliver. And yes, we can talk about him assisting the goal, but he was offside. Look at the line. You are down that line. Look at it. You have no excuse to be offside there. It's poor. So I'm not happy with today's performance. There's some that will say, yeah, it could have been worse, could have lost the game. I don't think we could have lost today. Fulham didn't have much. Fulham deserved the point the way they played it, defended and battled, but let's be real. We had the better chances. Thomas Partey has to do better with the header. Completely misses it. Saliba in the first few minutes needs to do better. For me, the goals that we do score, fair play, set piece FC again. But do we need to really be relying on set pieces to win us games? Because I know we weren't a few weeks ago, we were talking about blitzing teams. We need to be better than this, man. We need to be better than this. I need to see more open play. I need to see more creativity. And do you know what I need to see now in the summer? a striker and a left winger coming in. I don't care, throw names at me, Kvaratskhelia, Nico Williams, Isak, Gyökeres, throw all the names at me if you want. I will take any of them over what we've got right now, because our attack does not look frightening right now. It doesn't look good enough, and that's a big worry. Are we out of the title race? I think we are for now. Ask me again at the end of January, talk to me in February, we can talk about it. I don't really think Arsenal are playing well enough at the moment to think about a title race. I don't really care what Liverpool are doing. I don't really care what's happening around us. I don't care what Chelsea or Man City are doing right now. I care about us, and we aren't playing well enough to be in the title race. There's just not enough quality in the side at the moment going forward for me to be convinced that we are consistent enough in open play to blitz teams. There's moments of it, there's moments of brilliance, but it isn't good enough. And if I'm honest with you, you can sing set piece FC ole ole, but really it's quite embarrassing when we're doing that every game, because we should be more than that. Set pieces should be a part of our game, not all of it. I need to see more from Arsenal Football Club. Mikel Arteta today, fair play, some of the substitutions I thought were fair enough. Bit of a strange one to take Ødegaard off. Thought Wanyeri and Ødegaard together should have been what we needed. I need to see more from it, and unfortunately today there just wasn't enough. And I'm going to be real with you. Arsenal right now, we need to go on a run without blips like this. And I just think there's too many clusters of results, particularly in this season already, which will not allow us to do that. I have no confidence that we're going to go on runs of games without losing or drawing points. And draws are like losses in a title race. Draws are like losses. And unfortunately, in parts today, we played about as bad as I feel. Do me a favour, people. Cheer me up. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.